Hi, everybody. Welcome to Yoga with Maria. Just make sure I have my slam shirt on, my slam merch, and I have two little friends with us this morning who are going to practice some mindfulness this Christmas season. So I'm coming live. Well, I guess this is a recording, so not live. But I'm in Belgium at my sister's house. So if you see two little Ewoks walking around, come here, Luna. Come here. This is Luna. Hi, Luna. She looks like a little Ewok. Aw, you're really good at standing on two legs. Hi. Okay, so she's going to help us find a little bit of grounding this class. So this is going to be pretty easygoing class just to kind of take some time out of your busy, busy day. And boy, these are busy days for sure. And so this is your little window of time to stretch things out a little bit. Let's go ahead and close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a deep breath out through the nose. And a couple of more just like that, where you're mentally following how you're breathing, and notice if you're breathing high and tight, or if you can bring your breath down, all the way down to the pit of the belly or the root chakra, all the way down to the bottom. You can even imagine the breath coming all the way down to the bottom of the spine. And as you breathe in, imagine the breath going past the top of the lungs all the way up, maybe even to the back of the head, or even if you're a visual person, visualize it coming all the way beyond the head. And as you breathe in this way, you can also begin to lengthen that spine. Begin to really, really grow taller here, and at the same time feel a little bit more solid on both sides of the pelvis. So even try rocking side to side a little bit, and then find your center and continue with this task of following along with the breath. Letting that nourish you, letting that um, small, easy task allow you to find a way to calm your nervous system. So we'll bring both palms of the hands together now, pressing the thumb against the bony plate at the front of the body, so at the chest, the sternum area, right in front of the heart. I just want you to, or invite you to become aware of the beating of your heart. And you're breathing into all four sides of the heart here, front, back, and sides, creating space in the chest. And then go ahead and take your right hand, place it on your chest, and take your left hand and place it lower down at your solar plexus. And take a few breaths here, noticing the chest rising as you inhale, and the chest falling as you exhale. Just a few rounds like that. And then finally, take both hands, both palms of the hands, and just hold them in front of your eyes. So fingertips along the hairline, and just feel the warmth of your palms against your hands. I like to use this time to lift my forehead a little bit. Just pressing fingertips into the hairline and helping feel the sensation of lift through the face. If you're like me, you kind of frown in your sleep or something like that, this can feel really nice. And then finally, give yourself a little bit of a jaw massage, both sides. You can move the jaw from side to side and put some space between the back teeth and just massage that SCM and that mandible, all those areas that get tight when we have a lot of things to think about. Really nice. So when you're ready, we'll turn the palms facing upwards and set an intention for your practice. So this means allow yourself to focus on something that you'd like to call in for this holiday season. And it can be a time of feeling maybe overwhelmed or rush. And so perhaps the intention for this practice could be to find a rhythm that works a little better for you. And maybe, uh, maybe you can slow down this Christmas season and kind of slip into that Christmas calm. And I like to think of it as coming into a clearing in the woods, so coming into a place that is one where you can operate from a place of calm, even as, just like that poem, even as chaos is all around. I also like to think of this as a way, Christmas morning when all the presents are unwrapped, just to sit with the unwrapped papers a while and just to enjoy, from a place of calm. All right, so go ahead and let's take the arms all the way up. Big stretch, reach in, big breath in, and then we're going to let that left hand drop. Give yourself a stretch to the left side, and then all the way to the other side, to the right side. Nice big stretch. And then come all the way up and allow those arms to rotate so the back of your right hand lands on your left knee. Puff your chest up and look over your shoulder. Inhale, reach the arms up again. And then begin to twist to the right. Back of the left hand on the back of the right knee. Go over that shoulder. Good. And then bring the arms out again. Reach all the way back. We'll go up to Y. So Y arms, W arms, I arms, and T arms. Again, let's go backwards. T arms, I arms, W arms. Good. And Y arms. Good. Let's try this on a twist. So rotate to the left. Let's go again. Y, W, I, T, I, W, and Y. Let's go to the right. Y, W, I, and T, I, W, and Y. Really nice. All right, let's turn over into our tabletop position and take a moment here to get set into your best tabletop shape. So remember, we're looking for a neutral spine. The neutral spine where, if you see here, my back is not dropping down too much. I'm not swaying into my back. I'm not rounding here just at this point, but I find that nice neutral and I feel strong here. So the invitation is to find your neutral spot and feel balanced across all four limbs. It's not easy to do. Let's go ahead and lift the right leg up. And again, in the same way, not too high, not too low, just balanced right there in the middle. And then we'll start to rotate that right toe out to the side. So the entire leg moves as one. And then toes come all the way back down. Let's try that again. Rotate all the way out to the side. Right toes point to the right. And then all the way down. Good. This time, bring the right knee back down. Place your left foot off of the side of the mat and lift that right leg. Rotate right foot parallel to the floor, and this time lift your right arm. So now we have like a five-pointed star, five-pointed Christmas star. See if you can tap the outside of the knee. If yes, see if you can reach the outside of the ankle and pull it back. A nice little stretch. Take a few breaths here. Then go ahead and let go of the leg. Again, find your five-pointed star. We're going to tap the elbow to the knee. 1, 2, and 3 times. Really nice. Return to your tabletop shape. And we'll go with that left side. So again, feel nice and strong here in your tabletop shape. Lift the left leg and begin to practice rotating the hip in the hip socket, rotating left toes to the left and back down. And again, rotate and back down. And this time, bring right foot off of the side of the mat and lift that left arm all the way up. Five-pointed star. Very good. So see if you can reach the knee. See if you can reach the ankle. If yes, pull it back in space. Taking a few breaths here. Just enjoying the stretch. And then release. And we'll go 1, elbow to knee. And 2. And 3. Really nice. All the way back to your tabletop shape. Good. Very, very good. So from here, let's walk our hands forwards all the way down. Give yourself a good stretch through the front of the body. Now, option here, you can start to breathe your way down. You can rest your chin on the mat. Maybe even the chest starts to come down. And then rest on your forearms. Allow your whole body to come down. So nice and easy. Bring those elbows under the shoulders. Look forward. Take a breath here and we'll lift the feet. Good. Lower the feet. Lower the chest and take the arms out behind you. Lift the head. Breathe here. Use your upper back muscles. Good, and here we go with the Y, the W, the I, and the T. Go back to I, go back to W, and go back to Y. My puppy. Good. Oh, thank you. Getting a little kiss here from not sure if he's on camera. Good. All right, let's come now. Begin to lift the upper body. Keep your elbows in. A lot of the time I see elbows scrunched up, elbows flared, shoulders up to the jawline. So really make an effort here to pull the shoulders down and back. Push back of the heart forward. Good. Exhale. Excellent. Come on down. Lift the arms. Lift the feet now as well. Locust pose. Reach into W or Y. W, I, and T. Back to I. Back to W. Back to Y. Really nice. Again, we push. Okay. I think we're still recording. I lost a little bit the screen there. Hopefully we're okay. We might have to splice this video. We come back to that up dog position. Oh God, that's Mila wandering by, our little carpet cleaner. Come all the way down. So now we bring the arms back out behind us, lift the feet. See if you can hold on to the backs of the feet, backs of the ankles, and lift into bow pose, just like a Christmas bow. We're going to breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Really nice, you guys. Let's push all the way back into a child's pose and take a rest. All right, next thing, come into downward facing dog. Take a few steps in your downward dog. Remember, heels being up high. It doesn't matter. You'll notice if you take a step forward, the heels may come down. This may make your downward dog feel a little tight. So allow your downward dog to feel comfortable. Allow those heels to come up. And your main goal for this is to stick your tailbone up. The heels will come down eventually. Let's go ahead, lift the left leg all the way up. We'll rotate the ankle. 1, 2, 3. And then switch. Right leg up. Rotate 1, 2, 3. And switch. Left leg up. 1, 2, 3. That's my sister, you guys. All right, and this time we're going to switch in midair. So switch and reach. Good. And the bottom knee, switch and reach. Awesome job. So we're going to take 3 little bunny hops off of this right leg. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 1, 2, and 3. Good. So now we'll take the left leg and bend it down. Allow it to return to the mat and come to your balancing pose. So right leg is long and straight, toes rotated down. Take your left hand up. And switch to the other side. Right arm up, left leg long. Good. And switch. 1. And switch. 1. And 1 more. Switch. And switch. Really nice. Let's go ahead and step left foot forward. Reach the arms up. Exhale. Stretch that front leg. You can slide the foot forward as needed. You can have blocks under your arms. And again, try to push the back of your heart forward. Bending down towards that leg. Taking 3 breaths here. Good. Let's plant ourselves onto that left front leg. Again, reach the arms up. This time we're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and align ourselves to face forward on the mat. So the back heel is lifted, the chin is lifted, and we are reaching all the way up. Getting ready to set to warrior 2. Very nice. Straightening now the front leg. Reach your left hand forward. And then let the left hand drop down to triangle pose. Option here to bring that top arm all the way over the ear and lean back a little bit. Very nice. Right arm lifts once more. Bending left knee. We bring both arms up back to our very high lunge. Breathing here for 1, for 2, and for 3. Go ahead, drop the right hand. We'll lift the left arm all the way up to the sky. Nice twisted position here. Taking 3 breaths. Good. Let's plant left hand down. Pull yourself back to downward facing dog. Allow yourself to reset. Remember, you're lifting the tailbone, not worrying about where the heels are. We're going to set that right foot forward, coming into low lunge on the right side. Exhaling, straightening the front leg. Nice hamstring stretch. Again, I like to set my foot a little further forward to get that feeling of length at the back of my leg. Roll forward onto that foot. Tuck the back toe. Get ready to lift into your crescent lunge. Good. Get ready to open out to warrior 2. Straightening front leg for Trikonasana. Reach forward, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, lean back a little bit. Try to stack an option here to bring bicep to ear for 3 breaths. And again, bending the knee, coming back to that high lunge. And then dropping left hand down, reaching right arm up. We're stretching all sides of the legs. We bring the right hand down to the floor, getting ready to come to our downward facing dog. And here we're going to come down to our forearms, finding a nice strong forearm plank. We're going to dip the right hip to the right, left hip to the left. Couple of hip dips here. Just take as many as you need. And then finally, knees come down. Let yourself rest in child's pose. Very nice. So coming all the way back now to downward facing dog position. We'll take the left leg all the way up to the sky, set it forward in between the hands. This time your left hand, and you can be on a block or on your fingertips, is going to stay to the outside left of your foot. And that right foot heel will come down so that you can lift up into this side angle position. Good. So use your core, use the strength of your front leg to push back to warrior two, and then switch sides, rotating left toes forward, right toes out, coming into warrior two, and then letting that right hand come down. That's it. Beautiful. Push off of that right leg and come back to that 5-pointed star. And here we go again. Reaching Y arms, W arms, I, T. You can have the palms facing up or down. Actually, we can take the opportunity to spiral the arms. It's always fun to do, or at least just weird to do. Fun and weird, sometimes the same thing. Again, Y, W, I, and T. Let's take a forward fold. We're almost finished. Come all the way down. Option here to get the head to the floor if you can. You can also start to push into the hands, keeping your arms at 90 degrees. And maybe start to find a little lightness through the feet. Taking a few breaths. Good. Lifting your body straight up. Take it again. I. So Y, W, T, and I. Good. Right hand down, Left arm up. Left arm down. Right arm up. Both hands down. Press into the hands. Bend the knees. Up the feet together. Come into a forward fold. And lift yourself all the way up. We're going to take tree pose to finish our balance. We worked the shoulders a little bit. We stretched out all sides of the legs. Should be feeling a little bit warm, not too warm. So spread your toes. Go ahead, lift the left knee. Move it out to the side. Place it somewhere along the leg. Place the hands together. Take a few breaths here. You can do this beside your Christmas tree at home. All right. Now, you can also take that foot, slide it a little bit higher, or option to take like a standing lotus pose where you hold onto your foot, place it really high on the hip. And some very bendy people may be able to reach their hand around and hold onto their toes or their forearm. See, our balance is different every day. And sometimes this is easy for me, and sometimes I keep falling out, and that's okay. You may be the same. So, whatever it is, if you are falling out of it, try to hit it 4 or 5 times to get that muscle memory to stay, to get your brain to figure out what it is that you're doing. And the next time should be a little easier. All right, let's see how it goes on the other side. Again, spread your toes. Feel yourself rooting down. Big breath in to prepare. Good. Lifting right knee up. Right knee out to the side. Place the foot somewhere along your leg. Maybe a little higher than the knee. Bring the palms together. If that feels okay, keep lifting the foot even higher. Good. Make sure you're not leaning forward, but nice and straight like a tall tree in the forest. Good. And then let's try that lotus foot position. So bring the heel very high up on the front of the hip. Start to allow the right knee to lower. Take your right arm behind you. Hold on to the forearm. And hold here. And you may find one side, just like me just now, one side is easier than the other. But certainly that big toe mound and the arch of the standing foot have to work very, very hard. The standing ankle has to work very, very hard to hold this. And this, I would argue, is a whole body exercise. All right, let's go ahead and release the foot. Place it all the way down, coming into Malasana squat. So a nice deep squat here. Good. I'm going to reach the hands forward. Now, if you're at home, well, you probably are at home, right? Or at a relative's house, see if you can grab a cushion and place it in front of you. We'll practice our crow pose. So the best way that I can explain crow pose is that there's not just one way to do it. So there's really lots of options here. Just like a push-up, there's a crow pose for everybody. Okay, so there's a push-up for everybody, and there's a crow pose for everybody. So one way, if you have room, one way is to start it from the shins, come down to that forearm plank, and start to walk towards the backs of the arms, starting to lift the feet. So that's your baby crow. The best way I can explain it is if you have the space to move the knees onto the backs of the arms while the forearms are down, it becomes a question of rounding the back enough that you can lift one foot and then the other. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is to forget about trying to line your knees to the back of your arms, but instead hug the outside of your arms with your knees. So one way to do that is to lift the heels. You're rounding your upper back. This gives your shoulders a lot of strength. And then you're leaning forward and drawing inwards. Okay? So if you have blocks or cushions at home, you can rest your head on those and squeeze the knees inwards. The other thing is curl your fingers so that you can control the movement a little more. Okay, so the final way that I teach crow pose, there are many ways, is instead of getting the knees on the outside of the arms, where your focus is on squeezing inwards towards the spine, you can also try to place your knees on the inside of your armpits so that the round ball of your knee fits into the space of your armpit. So if you can get your knee into your armpit and round your back and begin to lean forward, you may be able to find balance there. And then jump back. And then another way, if you have blocks at home, you can stand on the blocks and take the work out of it and just work on finding the confidence to lean forward and use your strength of your hands so that you be standing a little higher, and this will give you a little bit more lift in the hips and get you feeling confident about being in this inversion. So those are my tips for crow pose. Let's come back into our sitting position, and we'll end, instead of doing I's and T's, and W's and Y's with our shoulders, we're going to take eagle shoulders. So for eagle shoulders, sorry, my microphone is misbehaving. We're going to take the arms out wide. Again, you can corkscrew them a little bit if that feels good. And then take that left arm underneath the right and start to wrap the shoulders. Pull the elbows apart and then lift the elbows up on an inhale. Again, exhale, elbows down, pull the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and this time forward fold. Good, let's come all the way up. This time the right arm is going underneath the left. Big wrap. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, bring everything down. Shoulders down, traps down. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull in. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, this time forward fold. Very nice. Come on up. Take the arms, the legs forward. Point the toes. Find your dandasana, so nice straight back. And let's take the left leg in and try that lotus position once more, where you're bringing your heel all the way to the right side. So we tried this standing. Let's try it sitting. So you bring your heel up to the right hip, hold on to the foot with your right hand, and then see if you can wrap your left hand all the way around and maybe reach either your forearm or your big toe. If you reach your big toe and can hold a foot there, we bring half the prayer hands to the chest and hold for 3, 2, and 1. We release, place the foot straight one more time. And I love this pose because it really reminds us that things don't have to be perfect, that you can find joy, find the perfection in moments that are imperfect. You know, and during the holiday season, we place a lot of pressure on ourselves for things to be just so. And this half lotus position is sort of a way to be able to breathe through the imperfections. And on this side, you'll notice I'm a lot tighter. I know my pants are black, so you can't see very well, but it may be the same for you. One knee might be higher. Over time, it's going to travel down. But on this side, I'm going to use my forearm instead of placing my hand up here. I'm going to keep my hand on my foot so I can grab my elbow and my forearm. And I take 3 breaths, just enjoying the here and now, enjoying the fact that it's not a perfect pose, but that I'm doing it and that I'm here and now, just like you. And Mila. Hi, Mila. See, Mila. Mila agrees. You want some stinky toes, Mila? She just licked my big toe. All right. So with that, I wish you all, look that way, Mila. Wish you all a very happy Christmas. And I hope that you have a wonderful next couple of weeks, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.